people, today we are discussing the differences between a narcissist and a sociopath. A narcissist being someone not necessarily with a narcissistic personality disorder, but in a lot of cases a narcissist is someone with narcissistic personality disorder. And a sociopath is someone with antisocial personality disorder. So what are the differences between these two things? They can be confused and mistaken for one another because their characteristics are similar but not exactly the same, because they still have a lot of differences. The first of them being that the narcissist uses manipulations for the sake of their own ego, and the sociopath uses manipulation for the sake of using manipulation, if you know what I mean. The narcissist's intention is not always to hurt other people with the manipulations, but the sociopath's intentions are to hurt other people with the manipulations, like purposely, on purpose, to hurt the other people. But you can't know for sure what's the intention behind someone's actions or words unless you have a proof for it, because they won't tell you, hey, I intend to hurt you and that's why I hurt you. And they won't tell you, hey, I need narcissistic supply and that's why I hurt you. Like, the line is thin. Hurt is hurt no matter why it is caused, but the narcissist, the other difference is that the narcissist is more likely to feel some sort of guilt. Like, the narcissist feels more guilt than the sociopath, whose ability to feel guilt is equal to 0. Because they don't feel guilt. They don't feel that much feelings like the narcissists do. I mean, of course, the lack of empathy is present in both people. Like, in both the narcissist and the sociopath, lack of empathy, they lack. But the narcissist feels more guilt than the sociopath. So it is more likely for the narcissist to be stopped by the guilt that he feels, for example. But the sociopath wouldn't be impressed by this because the sociopath just doesn't feel guilt. And when you don't feel guilt, you continue to do what you do, no matter how hurting, how bad it is. The third thing is that both the narcissist and the sociopath care about their image in front of others. But the sociopath, I feel like the sociopath cares less about this, because the narcissist wants to be preserved as good, but doesn't always succeed in this. But the sociopath is much more careful with their image, because it is important for people to preserve them as good, like to view them as someone who will do no harm, so that they could do harm unbothered. And that's creepy as fuck if you ask me. Another difference is that the sociopath is more likely to face trouble with finding and staying at one place, like a job. The sociopath will find this difficult because of their unexpected behavior and impulsivity. Because of the sociopath's impulsivity, they find it hard to stay at one place, and they often get fired for their actions because they just don't see the harm in acting out on their impulsive thoughts about doing crazy things that are not in alliance with the law. Like, they don't care about the things written in the law. They don't care about the things written in the law, and that's why they don't get to stay at one place as a job for a long time, because they just can't find someone to tolerate this behavior. And I think that we shouldn't tolerate this behavior, no matter what the reason behind these actions are. Meanwhile, the narcissist very often tends to be a very hard-working person who always wants to be like on top, who wants to do things so that they could impress other people. They could like form an image of a hard-working, of a responsible person who never misses anything. Like, they want to be that one person who is admirable by the others. They do it for the sake of their own ego and feeding the ego with validation, admiration from others, and the mere idea of success is very desired by the narcissist, because that gives them a lot of validation from the outside world, and that's what the narcissist wants, to feed their ego. The fifth thing is that the sociopath is much more interesting as a person and much more charming The charming facade is much more real than the one of the narcissist. Like the narcissist can't always hold this facade, and sometimes the narcissist makes mistakes and can't always hold this charming facade for the others and fool them. But the sociopath is on another level, because they can do this and they can fool other people that they're good, that they're nice, that they're sweet and caring. But the sociopath is much better than the narcissist with holding up this fake facade of kindness and niceness and stuff. Is that even a word? I don't even fucking know. I don't know how long this video became. Anyway, I thank you if you stayed so far, and you can follow me on Instagram, narcissist-free. I can't talk. You can follow me on Instagram, narcissist-free, where we can discuss problems with your own narcissist. You can text me there. And I guess that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.